Hi everybody, welcome to the Scott Show. Now we are a little louder. This is actually take 2 of our Survivor Series preview show, but the first one kind of got a little screwed up, so we're doing it again. Welcome to the show. My name is Scott. As always, the host of the Scott Show. We're going to give you the preview or the review of Survivor Series. So I did not get to see the pregame show. However, Elias had a match against Matt Hardy and won the match. Kalisto lost to Enzo Amore, so Enzo Amore is still the Cruiserweight champ. And Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn got a match against Fandango and Tyler Breeze, Breezango. And, of course, Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens won the match. So we get to the main event here, the big Raw versus SmackDown deal. Starts with the New Day and the Shield. I am a huge fan of the New Day. I even got my Booty-O shirt on. That's how much of a fan I am of the New Day. Got my Booty-O shirt on. Having a blast. So the New Day and the Shield, they had an amazing match. Big E is such a huge dude. Just an amazing wrestler. I mean, this guy's just got every upside to him. I hope that they give him a push sometime soon. You know what they did with the Shield when they had one be a singles champ and the other two be tag champs? I hope they do that with the New Day. But at the end of the day, the Shield ended up, they did win the match. They hit the triple power bomb on the top from Kofi Kingston. Ambrose pinned him, and they won the match. Now, the Shield, yeah, they're coming back. It's their big deal. However, the New Day said before that they might be splitting up before WrestleMania time. And I can kind of see that the Shield won't last until WrestleMania. Stephanie McMahon was backstage talking to the women's red team, getting them all hyped up. And I'm going to go through the eliminations here as we go along. The first one eliminated very, very quickly was Becky Lynch. And it was kind of a surprise, seeing who, she had on her team. Becky Lynch was eliminated. So, kind of sad about that. So then the next one that was eliminated was Bayley and made it 4-on-4. Bayley being eliminated also just kind of eats up all of her push. I don't see why they would do that. It ended at 5 minutes 30 seconds. Becky Lynch was eliminated 2 minutes 5 seconds. Bayley eliminated in 5 minutes and 30 seconds. Nia Jax was eliminated via countout in 9 minutes and 5 seconds. And then Alicia Fox rolled up Naomi in 11 minutes. Now they had Naomi out there for 11 minutes, or Alicia Fox got pinned by Naomi with a roll up, the worst looking roll up ever. And Naomi is a dumpster fire. I said that on Twitter, and I got called a racist. First of all, I'm not a racist. I don't mind Alicia Fox. She's okay. She's a hell of a lot better than Naomi. Naomi, you're a dumpster fire. You need to go away from wrestling. And Sasha Banks is my hero because she made you tap out. I really wish that she would have done damage to you because you would do damage to wrestling. So, there you go. Sasha Banks eliminates Naomi, thank the good Lord. Asuka eliminates Carmella. Sasha Banks gets eliminated by Natalya. Tamina gets eliminated by Asuka. And then Natalya gets eliminated by Asuka to win and become the sole survivor. Now it's a big deal to become the sole survivor in the match. Asuka is just dynamite out there. Showed her true way of being. It was pretty good. The Miz and Baron Corbin had a match, and I didn't think that this match was going to be as good as it was. It ended up being a very, very good match. Baron Corbin showed to be a good wrestler, keeping up with the Miz, because the Miz is really good. They played off the whole wife thing to begin with, which was nice. And I was really looking to see if the Miz would show some fire after Corbin said something about his wife, and he did, and I was pretty happy to see that. The Miz actually is a heel. He's a good heel, but, if they put him as a face, I think he could actually be the top face of the company at some point. People don't hate him for too long, and, pretty soon they're going to start to like the guy. Because he does show up for his matches. He does wrestle a good style. He's a good wrestler. So I was kind of cheering for him. However, Baron Corbin did win the match. I understand that he needed to. Makes the United States belt look a little bit better. It hasn't really, because he's been feuding with Sin Cara, but, he gets a better feud, and we're looking good. I think he needs to fight Shinsuke Nakamura for the title. The Usos in the bar, I kind of called this the bathroom match. I'm a big fan of Cesaro. I like Cesaro, and I don't mind Sheamus, but the Usos, I don't find them entertaining at all. They ended up winning the match. I don't really even care to talk about it because they just bore me. So I don't really care to watch them. Jason Jordan was in the back, talked about Triple H getting eliminated, but he hopes that Raw picks up the victory. So you might see some Jason Jordan and Triple H stuff going on soon. I don't really know. They did say 2018 Survivor Series weekend in LA. That's going to be huge. And then they had the SmackDown champ Flair against the Raw champ Alexa Bliss. Alexa Bliss is an amazing wrestler. She turned it up to 11 today. However, she faced off against Charlotte Flair. And truthfully, it was pretty hard for her to beat Charlotte Flair. And she didn't. But they had a great match. And I could definitely see watching that match again. Flair with figure 8 wins the match. SmackDown is up 3-2 in this battle of brand supremacy. Then they had Brock against AJ, and immediately when they started the match, Brock just handled AJ like you would handle a doll, and it was quite interesting how that happened. I'm pretty sure there were 1,000 suplexes, and he just launched them. Lesnar got to talk trash, but AJ came back, and it was a good match. It probably wasn't the best match of the night, but it was a good match. I think one of the best matches of the night ended up being the women's match after they eliminated Naomi. So Lesnar AJ went, and I can tell you that they went 15 minutes and 25 seconds. Most of the champion versus champion matches were that. Actually, the Shield and New Day went 21 minutes. But so Brock and AJ went 15 minutes, 25 seconds. It was a great match. Brock Lesnar ends up winning. And, of course, both champions retained since there was no titles on the line. And then you had Team Raw versus Team SmackDown. Now, here's the thing on Team Raw and Team SmackDown. You have Shane McMahon, John Cena, Bobby Roode, Randy Orton, and Shinsuke Nakamura on the SmackDown side. Team Raw had Kurt Angle, Triple H, Braun Strowman, Finn Balor, and Samoa Joe. So, now they give you that, I'll give you the eliminations. There was not an elimination until the first 11 minutes of the match. Now, reason why is because they were really setting up for future feuds, listening to the crowd. When Shinsuke Nakamura and Finn Balor got to go at it, the crowd went nuts. When Nakamura and Triple H got to go at it, they went nuts. And then 11:40, Braun Strowman came out and hit the running power slam onto Shinsuke Nakamura and got the pin. And then hit Bobby Roode with the same thing and got the pin. Now, Braun Strowman, he's the man. And now Samoa Joe then got pinned by John Cena after the Attitude Adjustment. And I do not like John Cena. I'm not going to hide my fact that I don't like him. But the match, it really looks stupid. So Samoa Joe means absolutely nothing to me anymore. He's not a killer anymore. He's not a main event guy. I just don't care about Samoa Joe anymore. He lost to somebody who obviously just came in for a payday and probably needs the money because he's dating one of the biggest gold diggers around in one of the Bellas. So obviously he needs the money. John Cena then gets pinned by Kurt Angle with the Angle Slam 21-55. They didn't need John Cena in this match, and obviously he could have just gone away. They could have put anybody in there. I would have even liked Kurt Hawkins in the match besides John Cena. So thank you, Kurt Angle, for eliminating John Cena. However, I feel bad that you didn't injure him and get him out forever. Finn Balor gets eliminated by Randy Orton after an RKO. Randy Orton is eliminated by Braun Strowman. Then Kurt Angle is eliminated by Shane McMahon after Triple H hits him with a pedigree. Shane McMahon is eliminated by Triple H. Now, Braun Strowman and Triple H were the last two survivors in the match. However, Triple H turned on Kurt Angle and hit him with the pedigree, setting up something for later. But Braun came out and said, you don't screw with me, blah, 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 hit him with 2 power slams. And at the end of the day, Braun Strowman is your biggest face and got a way bigger pop than John Cena, got a way bigger pop than even Kurt Angle, I think. Braun Strowman is your guy. He's your hookup. So put all your money on Braun. He's the guy. And I think that they need to be pushing him as such. So there you go. And I think the main event of WrestleMania should be Braun and Brock for the title, and let Braun go over. That's what I think. It just makes sense because the guy is money. Folks, that was your Survivor Series 2017 review. Again, it was a great show. I was very sad to see a few things happen. First, Alicia Fox's elimination by Naomi. I thought that was kind of bad. It was really bad. Of course, it was screwed up. And the reason it was screwed up is because both women did not know what they were doing. And it was bad. And then the only thing I would say bad in the main event was, first of all, the whole thing with Shane McMahon being the last guy was kind of disappointing. And seeing that they had picked John Cena over like anybody else on SmackDown was disappointing too. I mean, they could have used anybody. So, yeah, he didn't play an important part in this. And he's just kind of cannon fodder anyway. So, there you go, folks. And thank you so much for listening to the podcast. Maestro, kick my music and we're out of here for today.